Hey, what's going on, everybody? David here. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my channel and watch this video. Today, I've got an unboxing that I am very excited about. We have here the new Dogpool and Deadpool action figure from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is part of the Marvel Legends series. Now, it was my birthday a couple of days ago, and my wife says I'm very hard to shop for, so she asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and this is the only thing that I wanted. I wanted this specific Deadpool action figure. And when I showed her this action figure that this is what I wanted, her first response was, no, I'm not going to buy you that. And every time she asked me what I wanted, I sent her a picture of it. So it got to the point where I was about as annoying as Deadpool with it. She was getting so irritated. And she actually gave this to me the day before my birthday because she couldn't wait. And she told me that as soon as I showed it to her, she ordered it that same day. So I've got an amazing wife who I love so very much. She puts up with my annoyingness, but, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to this unboxing. So let's take a look at the package. So here you have Deadpool, Dogpool. Dogpool is right here. You've got various accessories like hands, guns. You have Wolverine's skull and spine, his adamantium skeleton. This is very much, with the exception of Dogpool and the golden guns. Can't remember what he calls them. I know he's got a name for him. This figure is straight out of the opening credits of Deadpool and Wolverine. Here, even on his hands, you see he took Wolverine's adamantium claws and tied them to his hands. There we go. Deadpool and Wolverine is one of my favorite movies of all time, not just comic book movies, but one of my favorite movies of all time. And the opening credits has got to be my favorite opening sequence in any movie ever. It's so hilarious the way Deadpool's fighting the TVA agents using Wolverine's skeleton. Spoiler alert, but the movie's been out for over a year, so if you haven't seen it yet, I apologize. And I highly recommend that you do see it. So anyway, I digress. Some people are probably going to be like, oh, why are you opening that? You should keep it in the package. No, there's a reason why I'm going to open this, and I will show you later. My favorite accessory that this came with is not shown anywhere in here. But let's go ahead and take a look here at the side. You see that picture of Dogpool? Such a beautiful dog. Oh, and look, the lovely couple right there. I love Dogpool and some other figures in the line. Wolverine, Blade, the classics brown suit Wolverine, X-23, Cowboy Pool, and Cassandra Nova. I'm not going to be getting any more in this line unless they release Gambit. I love Channing Tatum as Gambit in this movie. And if they release a Gambit action figure, I'll buy it. The only other Deadpool figure that I want from the movies is Colossus. Colossus is probably my favorite character other than Deadpool in the Deadpool movies. So also, if they do a Dopinder with a taxi cab, I'll buy that. But I don't plan on buying any more of those unless it's Colossus, Gambit, or Dopinder. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing here. And here's the top of the box. The Deadpool and Wolverine logo. All right. So let's open this up. And let me know in the comments below if you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine and what your favorite moment is from Deadpool and Wolverine. So here we go. I'll take this out of the package. So here we go. All right. Now I hope I did that because I am covering up my favorite accessory. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my favorite accessory and I'll bring them back later. All right, so I removed my favorite accessory. I'm going to save that for the end. It's got a cool little backdrop, little doodles here. Oh, look at Dogpool right there on the rainbow. So very cool. I'm going to set this right back here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll just keep it for now. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this. We got to take Deadpool out of here and get the accessories. So let's start with the man himself. All right, there we go. We got Deadpool out of the box. There he is with the claws, his feet. Lots of articulation in here. His feet move, his knees move, legs. course, the arms, the wrists, and look at these adamantium claws here. These are cool. He's got a space for his katanas in the back, and his head moves as well. So it moves up, down. Sorry, I don't have space to have a professional unboxing camera layout, so, you know, apologize for the the low quality. All right, so let's just go ahead and do the accessories. What do you say? So we're going to start with the katanas here. I got to remove all the tape first. All right, so I've got all of his accessories out of the box. Sorry, it's kind of loud. I don't really like the noise of like pulling stuff out of the plastic. Oh, and he falls. So hopefully, there we go. All right, so let's just go ahead and go over the accessories. So he came with 2 katanas, a knife. You can see 3 sets of hands, which when it comes to action figures, I like simpler. I'm not a big fan of all the different hands and the different head sculpts. I know it keeps you from having to purchase more than one action figure. I'm sure there are people who purchase more than one anyway, so that they can have one with each head sculpt. So these kind of look like Spider-Man hands right here. But anyway, there we go. 3 sets of hands. He's got 2 of his golden pistols right here. And then, of course, Dogpool. Let's take a look at Dogpool. Look at that. Even got the tongue sticking out. Dogpool is so adorable. Look at him. That's so fantastic. All right. So I'm going to set these hands aside. We don't need them. And his knife, his katanas, I'm going to set these aside as well. I'll put them all on here in just a moment. But I'm going to show you my favorite accessory. So I have to take off the adamantium claws from Wolverine. All right, let's go ahead and take these off. I don't want to break them, but there we go. So they just pop right off. And here we go. I already pulled that one off just a little bit. So, all right. So we got those off. And now I'm going to show you my favorite accessory that this came with. And honestly, the entire reason I purchased this action figure. They came with little Hulk hands. These are toy versions of toys of the little Hulk hands. That's just hilarious. This is my favorite joke in Deadpool and Wolverine. And if you don't know what it is, kids, ask your parents. So, and if you do know what it is, if you know, you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop some Deadpool fists back on them. Let's show you how to do this. Just pop it right in here. So it snaps on. We'll get the other one. And then we are going to put on the Hulk fists. There we go. I love this so much. Oh, yes. All right, the Hulk fists are on, and Deadpool is ready to smash their bait.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I'm sorry. That's when you get those toy Hulk hands, right? And then you look down and you brace yourself and you ravage the midsection.
I get it. Okay, thank you. The picture's painted.
You get the gist.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the full decked out Deadpool. All right, and here he is. I put the pistols in the holsters, got the katanas on his back, and of course the Hulk hands on his fists. The Hulk hands will not be coming off. They are mandatory, and I will be having this figure displayed in all my future videos where I show stuff off. So, and he's got a little knife here, the final touch. Drop it right in here on his leg. The holster on his leg. There we go. So when I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to show 3 accessories. And those are Wolverine's bones that Deadpool uses in the movie when he fights the TVA agents. So here we have Logan's skull and his spine. And you can see pieces of his flesh and his hair right there. And even the skull has some articulation. So the head moves. See, does the jaw open? Yeah, the jaw moves. The jaw moves ever so slightly. So, yeah, but that's really cool. Spine and skull. And then we've got a set of bones. This might be legs. Not entirely sure. If you know in the comments below, let me know. It doesn't say on the package what bones these are, but they do kind of look like legs. And again, these are Wolverine's adamantium bones that Deadpool fights the TVA agents with at the beginning of Deadpool and Wolverine. Awesome accessories, great additions to this figure. All right, so let's get a little close up here. Deadpool and Dogpool. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I highly recommend this figure. It's amazing. Like I said, it's a must-buy just because of the Hulk fists. My favorite joke in that movie, and yes, I had to ask for a $40 action figure just because I wanted a smash-debating Deadpool. So, I've got it. I'm happy. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time. All right, so when I was editing this video, I forgot that I missed when I was editing this video, I realized that I missed So when I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to show 3 accessories. And those are Wolverine's bones that Deadpool uses in the movie when he fights the TVA agents. So here we have Logan's skull and his spine. And you can see pieces of his flesh and his hair right there. So if you've seen the Logan, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And even the skull has some articulation. So the head moves. See, does the jaw open? Yeah, the jaw moves. The jaw moves ever so slightly. So, yeah, but that's really cool. Spine and skull. And then we've got a set of bones. This might be legs. Not entirely sure. If you know in the comments below, let me know. It doesn't say on the package what bones these are, but they do kind of look like legs. And again, these are Wolverine's adamantium bones that Deadpool fights the TVA agents with at the beginning of Deadpool and Wolverine. Awesome accessories, great additions to this figure.